guys, it's Nat and Nicole with McRose Therapy Services, and I am back with another video. If you are new here, hello, my name is Natalie Nicole, and I'm a licensed mental health counselor located in South Florida. If you are not new, what's up? Thank you for coming again. Like I always say, thank you guys for your likes, your comments, and your subscriptions. And let's get into this video. Luckily for me, doing these YouTube videos, I have obtained subscribers. And what my subscribers have done for me is they have been holding me accountable. So thank you guys for your messages and your DMs that say,
girl, where's the video at? I don't get it.
Because you're right, last week I did not film a video. I don't even know if I announced it on here, but I finally launched my private practice. So now, because I have that going on, my schedule has been insane. And finding the time to film a YouTube video is usually slim to none. But I'm going to tell you guys right now, I'm going to put more effort into finding time to film a YouTube video because this is what I want to do. I enjoy doing this. I love the feedback. So if ever I go missing, feel free to say, hey, where are you at? You know, because it's always good to have someone to hold you accountable. And luckily for me, I have like quite a bit of people asking me, where are the videos? The thing that has been happening is my little ring light wants to sometimes act up and my little phone stand wants to tilt all over the place. And I will not lie to you guys. I'm human and I get frustrated. But then it comes the time where we have to ask ourselves, are we gonna let this little issue deter our whole plan? No, we're going to work through it. And hopefully you guys in your situations, in your short-term, long-term goals, you don't allow little frustrations to deter you in a whole nother direction. Now, my video has nothing to do with what I just said. However, that is a good message. So please hold on to that. Do not let little things deter you from your long-term goals. Let's get into this video. As you can see by the title, today we are going to be talking about filtering thoughts. And it's like, Natalie, what is it? What do you mean when you say filtering thoughts? So I want you guys to think of like when you're baking something, right? And you use like the little filtering siffer thing. You usually have a chunk of things, right? And you put it through this process where you shake it, and only what's necessary comes out. You sort of get all the unnecessary stuff out of it. That's exactly what I mean when I say that we are talking about filtering thoughts, and more so filtering our reactions. Because we are humans, we will be in situations where we are confronted, whether it's a loved one, a friend, an acquaintance, a stranger. We will have times when we are confronted. And in those moments is when it's important for us to filter our thoughts and our responses. Sometimes what it means is actually taking a moment to not respond at all, taking like what we call a timeout, which I think I've talked about before. I've mentioned before the importance of knowing your true intentions, meaning that if someone ever confronts you with a situation and maybe tells you what you've been doing, or or what they feel that you've been doing, sometimes you have to ask yourself, like, is this worth getting into? You really have to like lay out the whole situation and, take time, of course, to see it from their perspective, but ask yourself, is this situation even worth me responding to? Crazy thing about communicating and dealing with conflicts is knowing when and when not to just let it go. A lot of times people encourage you like, no, you stand your ground, you speak your truth and blase squaze. But what I've been coming to realize as I have been, getting older is sometimes that quote that they say that some things are better left unsaid is sometimes just that. It's better left unsaid. Go through life, things are going to be changing. And because you are changing, sometimes people will either not like the way you're changing, or from their perspective, refuse to see you in a different way. When you're confronted by those type of people, it is your duty to, really decipher whether or not it's worth defending yourself, pretty much. So when I say we have to learn how to filter our thoughts and filter our responses, it's more so we have to learn how to take information in, sort through it, see what is important, what has truth, what has facts, what has falses, and figure out how are we going to address this issue? I wanted to make sure I repeat in this video, which I believe I've said in a lot of videos, is the things that I share in these videos are very broad, you know? So when I say like we have to learn how to filter our thoughts and filter our reactions, I understand, and I hope that you understand, that it's a lot easier said than done, which is why I always will and always do encourage you guys to seek a therapist. Because with a one-on-one therapist, depending on what your thoughts are and what you want to say are, they can work with you to help you filter these things. It's not something where I'm like, hey guys, make sure you filter your thoughts today, and just automatically you're going to be able to apply what I'm sharing with you. More so, if you ever find yourself getting frustrated, like, you know, like Natalie just talked about this on this video, why is it so difficult? It is a difficult thing. Growing, being a healthy individual is a difficult thing. So that's why when you have trouble applying these very broad, you know, skills that I'm sharing on YouTube, I definitely want to make sure I encourage you to seek a therapist. Filtering your thoughts takes time. It takes patience, because like, there's going to be moments where you want to say what you want to say. It's been drilled in our head like, oh, you're going to let them say that to you? Oh, for real? You're going to just not say anything? Yes. Yes, we are. If it protects our peace to keep our mouth shut, that's what we're going to do. A lot of times, depending on who you are, you want to say what's on your chest because you just want to have the last word. Sometimes you want so badly for the person that you're talking to see things from your perspective, because you want them to understand. The fact of the matter is sometimes, depending on the situation and depending on the emotions of the situation, if a person sees something a certain way, a person's going to see something a certain way. That's why while you're filtering your thoughts and while you're filtering your reactions, sometimes it's a good thing to just take a time out. You really have to ask yourself, is this really worth saying? If I feel confident in what I'm saying, and if I feel confident in what the person is saying to me holds no truth, what is there to argue about? What is there to argue about? Questions that you can ask yourself when you're deciding whether or not you should address an issue is your motive pure? Is you expressing what's on your chest really for the good, or are you just trying to do harm? Is it beneficial for the listener to hear, or are you sharing these thoughts for selfish purposes? Another thing is what you're saying even true? Something that we have to understand, and hopefully I've said in another video, is feelings are not facts. Meaning, when you're sharing things, if you feel a certain way and you want to share it, please make sure you say, I feel. Because when you tell someone like, you're rude, they're going to be on defense versus I feel like you're rude. But then even then, you feeling like someone's rude, for you on your journey of happiness and stuff, if you feel like someone is rude to you, and not just in a one-time situation, like they were rude at a certain situation, but overall they're rude, and throughout your relationship you feel like they're rude, is that worth telling them? Or is it worth you just knowing your truth, knowing that that relationship no longer serves you, and choosing to leave that relationship alone? It's an example of filtering your thoughts, and filtering is like, is this worth it? Is this conversation even worth it? Or do I need to do what I do and implement a boundary and walk away from this situation? Journal prompt. When is the last time you feel like you had to actually make an effort to filter what you were saying? Was it a conflict with a family member, a friend, at work? Either write it in the comments below, or you can just, reflect on it in your journal. You guys, I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to tell you in regards to filtering your thoughts. What I want you to take away from this video is this worth it? If I express these things, will it just be an ongoing conflict? If I express these things, will it do more harm than good? Do I already know my truth, so there's really nothing more to talk about? These are the type of questions that I hope you ask yourself the next time you are put in a situation where you have to choose if you should or should not say something. You guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next one. Bye! Hey guys, it's me again, and I know I'm in a totally different outfit, but what I wanted to add in regards to filtering thoughts is I just really more so want us to understand that just because we don't say anything doesn't mean that we lost. an argument. I think a lot of times people think that if they don't say everything that's on their mind, then they're losing or something. But sometimes there's power in that. There's a lot of power in knowing your truth and not needing to have to prove it to anybody. So that is something that as I was editing this video, I thought about. I was like, wait a minute. Let me say what the main point is. The point is we are strong, we are healthy, and we are trying to be better people. And sometimes, like I said earlier, being a better person is just knowing when you need to protect your peace and knowing when you just need to keep your mouth closed. So there is power in that. There's power in the control of us knowing when and when not to say anything. And that's what I wanted to emphasize. So I don't know where this will fall in the video, but I will see you next time.
Yo, if you are new here, hello, my name is Natalie and I'm a licensed mental health counselor located in South Florida. If you are not here, but you are, so let's rewind that back. What? I haven't been in front of the camera in a minute.